Winneconne W on the sides. Here's the opening kick. We thank you for joining us for level 3 of the playoffs. Tony Giordana, Dick Popinski. The opening kick will be taken in around the 15-20 yard line. The return will get past the 25, right in the middle of the field, down to the 26 by Mason Matthey, and that is where Winneconne will come out on offense. We talk about how good of a job Brody Schaefer does as the quarterback running the football. Keep in mind this year he led the conference in completions as a passer as well. They come out in a shotgun set here. One wide receiver to the left side, two to the right side. Man in motion from right to left, that's Winneconne. Here's the snap and the handoff. And breaking free is Bryce Jones to the left. Jones past the 35-40 will get tackled across the 45-yard line down to the 47-48. A first down on play number 1 for the Wolves. Bryce Jones, the senior, averaging 6.8 yards per carry. Lines up in the backfield off the right hip of Brody Schaefer again here. Shotgun formation. 3 men will shift from the left side of the line of scrimmage over to the right side. Here's the snap. Another handoff for Jones. Jones right up the middle, breaks the tackle into Freedom territory. Tackled shy of the 45 for the Irish. A yard shy of a first down. Second. Ryan Quigley, the lone wide out to the left side. Shotgun formation yet again. Snap to Schaefer. Schaefer fakes the handoff to Jones, keeps himself, works up the middle, finds a hole, past the 35, gets upended right as he crosses that 35-yard line, tackled to the 34, 33. Another first down. Big play from Schaefer.
Yeah, that was Nolan Phillips who prevented a touchdown that time by upending Schaefer at the 33.
Ryan Quigley, the junior, was the second-team all-conference wide receiver last year. He's lined up on the left side. This time Matthey will join him in the slot. Now in motion to the left. Here's the snap and a touch pass to Matthey in motion. Matthey running vertically will cross up at the 25-yard line at the numbers to the 20, getting pushed out of bounds. Right around that 20-yard line. They'll mark it right at that point. Second down.
Basic stuff's been very effective for the Wolves so far.
Under center was Schaefer. He tossed back to Jones. Jones couldn't take it in correctly. He kind of fumbled the football and pushed it forward to the line of scrimmage where he fell on it. So no gain, no loss, but it's third down. We mentioned in the pregame show that this is a very good Freedom defense. Nixon Heinke leading the way as the senior linebacker with over 100 total tackles this year. 3rd and 7 from the 20. 8:55 on the clock at the time of the snap. Here it is. Play action to Jones. Schaefer will keep himself, try to bounce out to the right, and will be dragged to the ground from behind by Corey Matheson.
Yeah, Matheson read that one right away and just simply stepped forward.
Andrew Dorn, the sophomore kicker, will head out there.
Yeah, he was a second-team all-conference selection last year.
Here's the kick, end over end. It is long, but missed it. It was wide right, no good. And Freedom holds strong defensively on drive number 1 of the game. Coben and Hawthorne in motion from left to right. Snap to Schaefer. Play action, keeps himself rolling up the middle, past the 40, past the 35. Tackled after getting a first down around the 33-yard line, and 7 seconds on the clock. We'll see if Winneconne opts to just let the clock run or if they want to get another playoff. They're going to hurry to the line of scrimmage. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Are they going to get a playoff? They will not. Quarter ends on that note. Scoreless as we head to the second quarter. Winneconne has the football and is driving. We'll see if they're able to put on the first points of level 3 when we come back to the Fast Signs High School Game of the Week on the Score. Turn to the action. Snap to Schaefer. Going deep down the field. And it's caught in the end zone by Ryan Quigley. First play of the second quarter lands Winneconne in the end zone. 6-0, point after attempt on the way. Big pass play from Schaefer to Quigley.
Yeah, Quigley had a one-on-one defense out there, Tony, and Schaefer gave a quick look to the right where he had trips off to the right side to draw the defense over and left that one man on an island.
3rd and 6 from that 38-yard line. 7:15 on the clock and counting here in the second quarter. Would be a big third down here if Freedom could get a stop. Try to get off the field. Trips to the right, one to the left. Shotgun formation. Schaefer takes in the snap. Looking over the middle of the field. Will throw that way for Winneconne. It's caught at the 50. Winneconne caught it, turned, and fell forward to the 49. First down for the Wolves.
A really nice job by Winneconne, who had to reach behind him to get that football. Schaefer threw the ball behind him, and he grabbed it on the run, on the crossing pattern in front, and ended up picking up 12 yards, enough for the first down.
Placed at the left hash mark, near side of the field the way we see it. Shotgun formation. Snap to Schaefer, fakes the handoff to Matthey, keeps it himself. Plows forward past the 45, down to the 43.
Well, and that shows how good Schaefer is, because Matthey got tackled 4 yards in back of the line of scrimmage, and Schaefer had the football and ended up picking up 7 yards.
That can also be kind of dangerous, though, Dick, is, if Schaefer decides to eventually hand it off after holding on to it for an extra second, Matthew might think he's not getting the football. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
But in that play, it was clean as Schaefer pulled it down. 5:35 on the clock here in the second quarter. 7-0 Winneconne leading, running with the football here. And the ball's on the ground. Schaefer will fall on it. What did we just mention, Dick? He went to hand it off to Jones and then looked like he was going to pull it down and run it, but the ball just fell straight down on the ground, and Schaefer had to fall on it for a loss of 2.
Yep, exactly right. You mentioned that, Tony, and so that's the thing. You've got that option play as a quarterback, and most of the time works really well. But that time, a little bit of a cross-up.
Trips to the right. One man to the left, shotgun formation. Bryce Jones off the left hip of Brody Schaefer. Schaefer takes in the snap, looking downfield to the left, now to the right, throwing deep for the end zone again. He's got Winneconne, and Winneconne bobbled, held on for the touchdown. Jordan Winneconne making the juggling grab as he crossed the goal line. Winneconne's back in the end zone. After Henkel. Looking downfield to pass, will throw to the left side, trying to get it to Arts on the sideline. Arts makes the catch and floats out of bounds past the 25.
Yeah, really impressed. You had Sam Alinsky bearing down that time on Henkel, and he stood in the pocket, fired it to the sideline where only Arts could get it, and got it all the way down to the 20.
Trips to the right, ball placed near the left hash mark, far side of the field. Snap to Henkel. It was off the ground. He had to field it on a hop, throwing deep to the right, intended for Brennan Stool. Incomplete with some contact, no flag. And it's another turnover on downs for the Irish offense.
Yeah, there was some contact, but I think Brennan Stool is losing his footing at that time as well.
Here's the snap. Owen Henkel will look to the right. Throwing over the middle, it's intercepted. Picking this one off is Ethan Duell. The junior will go the distance. Ethan Duell, a pick 6 here in the third quarter. Snap to Henkel. Hands it off to Eggert. Eggert with a full head of steam finds a hole. Past the 40, trucks a man at the 35, down to the 30. What a run by Axel Eggert.
And that just wasn't a guy he trucked. That was Brody Schaefer he trucked. He went directly into the senior for a 20-yard gain, and that's what the Irish have been expecting here.
Placed at the left hash mark, far side of the field. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 men in the backfield with Owen Henkel. Shotgun formation, Henkel will get the snap, back to pass immediately, looking to the right, pocket collapsing, throwing downfield, it is intercepted with one hand by Carter Hawthorne, and Carter Hawthorne goes to the sideline on the right side with the return, bounced out of bounds to the 25, and we just said it, you can't come up empty if you're Freedom, and you just did with a turnover. Snap to Schaefer, rolling out to the left, following some blockers, bouncing out to the numbers to the 35-40, Schaefer with room to the 50, stops to the 40, turns to the right and puts the ball on the ground, and falls on it at the 39. Well, he is nothing short of exciting, if nothing else. A big first down there inside Freedom territory. Division 4 teams going at it. Snap to Schaefer under center. Pitches back to Jones. Bryce Jones fighting for the end zone. He's in. Bryce Jones the score. His third rushing touchdown of the playoffs. Makes it 27-0 Winneconne. And 20 and counting on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation. Henkel has Heinke right behind him. Here's the snap. Hand off to Heinke. Trying to bounce out to the right. Gets wrapped up and tackled, but he crossed the goal line for a score. Touchdown, Freedom. For the first time tonight coming in the fourth quarter, it's 28-6 after the 11th rushing touchdown of the season for Nixon Heinke. 28-7, Winneconne leading Freedom with the football inside the 10. First and goal from the 9-yard line. 3:14 on the clock. Schaefer gets the snap. Fakes the handoff to Jones. Moving out to the right, throwing to the end zone for Winneconne, and it's intercepted. What a play defensively from Luke Schmidt, the junior. First interception of his career comes in level 3. Sticking, final 2 seconds. Can Freedom get off a play? They won't do so, and Winneconne moves on. 31-15 over Freedom in level 3. And the Winneconne Wolves with an impressive showing both on offense and defense. Improve their record to 12-0. They will move on to level 4 for the second consecutive season. And the last update we had, Baldwin Woodville was leading Aquinas. So it would be a rematch of level 4 last year.